Oh, hello. Who's this commanding fellow?
It's a pretty good look, right?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but yes, I didn't even know you had good features, but they're all popping right now.
What happened to the toga and the backup toga? Gruel again.
Toga tie was the old tie. I'm trying something new, and you know what I realized? We've been complacent with mediocrity for too long. We need to make some changes around here.
Who is this, son, and where can I sign up for something?
Listen up. This family needs to be more goal-oriented if we're going to lead Cropopolis to a bigger and better future. And that's my goal, a bigger and better Cropopolis. Damn, this suit makes me feel good. Dad, you start.
Well, I'd like to up the stakes of my sexual roleplay with your mother.
Things have been a little same, which is still pretty wild for other people, but not us.
Okay, so what's holding you back?
Well, I suppose I can find an old wizard who could turn me into anything I want.
And I've been meaning to try out some different forms. We can meet in a bar as sexy strangers.
Excellent. Let the stranger danger begin.
Maybe it's not an inspired goal, but at least it's clearly defined. Hippo, what are you working on? I've noticed you haven't debuted anything in a while, so it must be pretty good.
What? Well, why would I tell you that? I don't answer to you. I have a lot of irons in the fire. In fact, I should check on them. I'm checking on my irons.
So, Stoop, you sure have had time to comment on what I'm doing, but what are you working on?
I got a raid later. Nomadic tribe in our hinterlands grazing their sheep.
You're seriously telling me that the greatest warrior in the world is doing a raid on nomadic shepherds?
Yeah, I'm gonna take their sheep and conscript the shepherds into my army. I didn't say they were peaceful shepherds.
Well, McGriddle me this. Whatever happened to Persia?
You know I'd love to sink my sword into that fat, juicy empire, but...
But what?
Friggin' woodworking, man! That's why I got a raid and conscript, and hope the new recruits don't also have the jointing and planing bug.
You told me I have a leadership problem, but maybe you should take a look in the mirror. Citizens of Cropopolis, it is I, your King Tyrannus.
There's something about you today. We're wrapped.
Good, because I need a favor. Nay, I have a demand. Nay, a decree. I decree that all citizens will now be required to serve mandatory military service. Yes, you there.
Hello, hi, I'm Timon. Very excited about following you anywhere. I'm a new dentist in town, and I don't usually get to dress too crazy. Could we get cool outfits too?
Hell yeah. I was thinking something pretty flashy. Maybe a breastplate and a helmet with a spray of color.
Can the breastplate have the outline of muscles, even if I don't have muscles?
Yes, Joshua.
Yes. Can the helmets have those? Okay, I have a picture of it, but I'm trying. It's almost like a plume or it's shooting out of your head, sort of. Do you know what I mean? Something that someone sees it from far away and goes, "That's not a dentist. That can't be a dentist." But then they get up close and they're like, "Oh, this is a cool dentist."
I think that's a great idea, and I'll look forward to learning what a dentist is.
You might not love it.
Barfus here, citizen goat slaughterer, also new in town. Just one question. Can the uniform bottom be a kicky little skirt? My legs are my best asset, you see.
You got it, Barfus. We're all going to look great, and with your gorgeous help, Cropopolis is going to grow to be an unstoppable empire. We're going to Persia!
Yeah! One last thing. Will you be the one leading us into battle?
I will.
I'm here.
Okay, why?
I'm supposed to be guarding this gate, but I just completely forgot I had work today. What was that?
A usurper moth. They can tell if a throne's about to be empty, then infest it and take over the whole city.
I've never heard of those, and I thought I knew all the moths. I am a big bug guy.
Okay, bug guy. Well, they're a serious threat. Luckily, I've invented weapons for exactly this kind of situation.
Well, that's a good thing, because I would not know what to do. Every time I try to defend anything, I keep almost cutting off my own head.
Don't worry, because I've thought of everything. These moths are coming here looking for Crapopolis, and we're gonna give them Trapopolis.
Well, all right. I guess that makes sense, and oh!
Look at these Joy-Cos.
Stupendous!
Stupendous! Oh, no!
You needed guys? Well, I've got guys.
Are you kidding? Thank you.
Why don't you guys start stretching while I talk to my sister?
This is so freaking awesome. I'm sorry I ever doubted you.
It is awesome, but something my army and I were thinking is, I should lead this one. The guys, they practically demanded it. And you did say I have a leadership problem, and inspiring an army is a two-person job. Really, this is mostly your idea.
For you to lead my dream invasion of Persia?
Well, at this point, isn't it our dream invasion? I did get all these soldiers.
Yeah, and scared off those violent shepherds I was gonna conscript.
Actually, we're right here. What? We're not attacking. We were just so inspired. We want to join you.
Go, Stuperanus, or Typendus, or we'll figure it out. Bard, I'm going to need something soaring and inspirational, but also a little bit somber. Don't be afraid to be upbeat. Fear has no place in my conquest. You got that?
Soaring, inspirational, somber, and upbeat. No fear. Anything for you.
If you're done with the music, I've laid out several strategies here for our dream invasion.
Don't love the tone, but...
Oh, what have you got here? Mind if I take a look?
Of course not.
Of course, yes. This is top secret information, and you don't have clearance. Now get out of here, dentist. Stealing my job may have been weirdly easy, but invading frickin' Persia is complicated. And what's this? Yogurt? Bees? This is all for your breakfast, isn't it?
It's a very important meal, which I've had. Delicious. So I'd say let's pack it up and get moving. Let's go, troops. We wouldn't want Persia to come to us first, would we?
Do you even have a plan?
I was thinking I'd impose some of our superior Kropotlian culture on the Persians. Not necessarily impose, just, in case anyone didn't get it at first.
The invasion part, Ty?
Oh, well, you said you had some plans. Why don't we use a couple of those?
Do you even know if we're walking in the right direction?
I am going to roll the dice and say yes.
Ugh, you're right.
Yes!
This is the only way to Persia. How are you gonna get through when it feels like two mountains are hugging you to death?
Fellas, let's get in formation.
What the? How did that work?
Exactly the shape I was thinking of. And I'll be the pointy point.
You can't be the pointy point. You'll be a sitting duck.
I'll hold a shield. You took me by surprise, which is exactly what we're going to do to the Persian army.
A turtle drinking piping hot red wine? Like I wouldn't recognize your signature drink. Oh, that is very funny, schlub. Hello, I'm in town for an insurance convention. I don't know anyone. Do you come here often?
I have a feeling I will.
I think it's time for a random animal entrance.
This is gonna be legendary.
Wow!
I know, right? Get a load of this.
You're a friggin' genius!
I know!
I'm telling you, you're not taking adequate precautions. Watch out for fallen goats. It sounds weird, but it happens. See?
I'm on it!
Everyone, thank Parthas for dinner.
I've got the marinade!
Nobody freak out. Think of this like being sat on by a servant during a thunderstorm.
Why do you think anyone would get that but you?
I can wrap my head around the concept.
There she is. I miss the real you. Although the other one did leave quite the impression.
You are a tiger.
And you were a chair. Another hot red, barman.
Oh, that's odd.
A turtle in a bar seems perfectly normal to me.
That's not the form you took earlier?
It is not. I was a sort of tiger man, which I thought we were just discussing.
Does this mean...
Deliria, darling, you fooled around with a turtle.
Well, that means you did too. Not a turtle, but... Wait a minute. Did you say chair?
Now, don't take this the wrong way.
Did you sleep with a chair, schlub?
I thought you were a chair, so I humped that chair.
A chair?
Well, now, hold on.
How on earth could you think I was a chair? Schlub, this is a new low, and not one of the good ones. A chair?
Of all this world's perversities, there is only one I cannot abide, the kink shame. I'm off.
You can't walk out. I'm walking out. Humiliating animal exit.
Well, that was a cheap shot.
Wow, these moths just keep showing up. They're relentless. What are you doing?
Just making sure we can see the moths when they attack.
Wait, are you deliberately bringing the moths here?
What?
No, you crazy. That's what?
Blow out the candle then.
I really didn't expect you to know that light attracts moths.
I told you I'm a big